Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Adam, her name's Luna, and this is Friday.Sews. So thanks for tuning back in with me, guys. This week I have been fairly productive, and unlike last week when I thought that I hadn't, or the week before, or whenever it was, when I thought I hadn't really done a lot, I have actually done quite a bit this week. I have mainly been playing around with some free patterns from Lisa Pay's YouTube channel, which is Pay It Forward. I will link it in the description box below. I'm just going to pop this little snotty little pig down, and I will show you what I've been making. The first thing I made was one of these little pincushion armchairs, which have got little feet on them, which you make out of little mat pegs, sort of little like cork pinboard pins. So it has little mat peg feet on it. These are really cool. They're made from, they're quite substantial actually, they're quite solid. They have a tiny little cushion on them. When I say I've made a few, I've made that one, this one, this one, this one. I made these two, and for myself, obviously I had to have a Tula pink one. So this is made from Aurifil fabric, and it's got the Alice Curiosa and Curiosa on the little cushion on it. Some of them have got peg feet, and some of them I've done the feet with matching little wooden beads, so they actually look like the little wooden feet that you get on real armchairs. A lot of these I was asked to make for different people, so they've actually been sold. But the Tula pink one, this is mine to keep, and I've got two more to sell, which I will be putting on my website. The other ones didn't even make it to the website, they just went straight away. So besides a crazy amount of pincushion armchairs, which I believe Jen has got one similar, which I think she got from, I don't know if it was gifted to her or whether it was actually from a shop. But check out Jen's video of her, it's one of her sewing room tour videos. I don't know which one it is, so I won't link it, but if you click on her channel and go through her videos, there is multiple sewing room tours. I believe she's doing a new one soon, and I believe in the second of the two previous ones, she has got one of those armchair pincushions, which is on the shelving above her ironing board, I think. So go and check that out. It's a brilliant sewing room. It's like everyone's dream sewing room, Jen's sewing room. So besides armchairs, I did manage to pluck up the courage to download the Henrik Muller. I think his name's Henrik Muller. If it's not, I really apologise for the mispronouncing it. He is a really cool German guy that is really big in the quilting world. He's just about to take delivery of his very own Aurifil thread packs, which is the Pride limited edition thread collection, which you can actually order a signed version of that as well. I will link his channel below. He's got some YouTube videos in English and he's got some in German. The ones that I have watched are brilliant. He was the person that I learned how to do English paper piecing without paper from. So I will link his channel below. This pattern is for it's called the Swiss sewing machine pattern. I will leave it for everyone to fill in the gap about which Swiss sewing machine it is. So this is my version. It needs another press because it's been hanging, but it is made from Tula pink fabrics. It is not the easiest thing to make, I will not lie. But if you look on his YouTube channel, there's a pattern on there that he does with an ice cream lolly. And he shows how to do it without actually sewing through the paper. And I watched that, and then literally immediately after watching that, went on to print this out and make this. And I had to unpick the first few things because I'd done it back to front, because obviously you need a mirror image of the pattern. So I was gluing fabric pieces onto the front rather than the back. And I needed it the other way around or something. But I worked it out eventually and I managed to get it done. So I'm going to make another one of these for a friend of mine that has actually got one of these Swiss machines. And I will get that out into the post for her by the end of the weekend, hopefully. The other thing, which I will just quickly grab, I went on to Unicorn Quilter on Etsy. She is unfortunately shutting her shop down, which is really sad, but she's got a 20% off sale on lots and lots of Tula pink and Moda fabrics, which work out to be about £12 a metre or something. Whereas everywhere else you look at the moment, they're a minimum of about £15-16 a metre in the UK. In the US, you can get it much more reasonably priced. So I did have a bit of a crazy spender, and I got quite a few pieces of Tula fabric. That one I'm going to hold off a second. I got the white that's got the swallows. It's like the white on white. You can just see it there. And I've got that in black as well. I've actually gone back on and ordered more of this purely because I don't know that I'll be able to ever get it at that price again. So I've actually ordered the remaining amount of whatever she had in the black and the white, and in this one, which I believe is called Fairy Dust or something. Can't remember now for the life of me what it's called. It is Fairy Dust, yeah, that was right. It's just the most beautiful fabric. I was talking to my husband about it yesterday, and he said it would make such nice wallpaper, which it would, but you obviously wouldn't be able to do it because of copyright. I also got another bit of Fairy Dust. It's on a slightly different coloured background. This is a pale grey as opposed to the cream, I think it is. You can't really see it on the camera, but it is different. This is, I believe, called Pandemonium. I got the hexagons. I got 2 lots of the peacocks, which are just stunning. And I got the skunk. And I got the lemurs, which I can't remember what this is called. Lemur Me Alone, it's called, which is the... Can you see the lemurs? They're quite hard to see on the camera. So yes, there's one. There's a lemur. So this is the line work. Most of this is the line work range, which has got the multicoloured rainbow accents running through the background. This has been bought because I actually want to do a fully black and white quilt with pops of colour in. So I thought, do you know what? These will work great. I can use them all together. And I think what I'm going to do is a hex quilt with hexagons, similar to the 2 Queen of Heart heads that I've got behind me. I don't know yet whether I will do loads and loads of black and white ones and then throw in some Queen of Hearts so there's some colour. I'm not quite sure. So I did manage to get another art dial done as well. But before I pick that up and show you that, the last one of the Tula piece of fabric I managed to get a 1/2 metre of this particular print in Homemade, which is the Pedal to the Metal, which is the same Swiss machine. So this, I'm really upset that I couldn't get any more than I did, but it is, I got a 1/2 metre. I can get quite a few fussy cuts out of that in terms of the actual machines. So that is my my Tula haul. So my art dale that I finished this week, I've actually done 2 art dales this week, but I've only done, I done this last weekend. Oh, I can't remember. So this is the pig. This is my own self-drafted head. This is an adaptation of Pinocchio, believe it or not. But I shrunk the head down slightly to take some of the cone sort of-ness off the top of it, because Pinocchio's got a bigger head here because of the hat. I self-drafted the ears, and then I made the snout out of clay. She's got a little mouth at the bottom of the snout. This has got a double set of eyelids so that it actually looks more realistic to a pig eye. And she's got little long socks and I used the top part of the overalls pattern to make the bodice for this little dress, and I just done a small circle skirt on the bottom. But I've actually made another head as well, the same as this week, which I'll insert a photo of here, and that has gone to a lady in New Jersey. So I think, besides one other thing, which some of you might not appreciate, some of you might not realise why I'm so excited about the tiniest little pair of scissors in the world. But these are, I managed to get these from America. They are, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, these are the oil slick Tula pink little short snippers. And I wanted a new pair of small scissors, and these are perfect because they've got a really sharp point on them for buttonholes. Because all of my little scissors, which I have various pairs of, have all gone so blunt that I can't get them to actually cut through fabric. Whereas these will. And they've got such nice weight to them. And, oh, I nearly dropped them. And they're Tula pink, so I had to have them. But they took like 3 weeks to get here, which is insane. I think that's it. I don't think really much more happened this week in here. I spent most of the week having arguments with interfacing because for some reason I just cannot get any of the interfacing that I'd ordered online to bond to anything. So I went to my local sewing shop yesterday and I got some V-line branded, which was massively expensive, but it sticks straight away the minute you put the iron on it. And, oh, actually, there was one more thing. While I was in there, I did accidentally pick up some fat quarters, which are quite delicious. So there's a batik. These two are from the same fabric collection. I can't remember who makes it. This is just like a black blender, and this is a sort of white pale grey blender. These I just wanted because I needed some black to do the actual press-the-foot section of that. So I thought, well, I'll just buy a fat quarter, and I literally needed a piece about that big to do that. So I've got a decent amount of that left. But I thought with these two, I can also mix them in with the black and white line work Tula pink bundles that I got. So I think that's it, really. I've now got... there is one more thing. This is the last thing, I promise you. I managed to track down let me see if I can show you. I managed to track down an extension table for that Janome 1600p that I got. A very, very lovely lady that lives near Salisbury Cathedral had one up on Marketplace, and she posted it to me, which was really lovely of her. And it fits perfectly. After having to chisel off some silly mount that the person that owned it before had put on the bottom of it, because it was the machine was sat much, much higher than the table. So I will see you all very soon. Bye.